Good evening. What's your name, sir?
Jeff Salcido.
All right. Let's see what we get. Mr. Salcido, you have an arrest warrant out of Marana Municipal Court. Charges of shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, and failure to appear. Let's see here. You also have a probation hold, so you will not be going anywhere anyway. I'm going to hold you on this misdemeanor case on a $350 bond. You'll be represented by counsel Janet Altschuler, and you're going to be seen on Monday at noon on video. You're excused.
Your Honor, Encinas Alfonso reviewed.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Your Honor.
All right. He refused. He refused this morning and last night. She'll waive presence.
All units, voting on for one, voting on for one, 21, 5900.
Scott, probation. Video review. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Orlando Lerma. Hello.
Mr. Lama, you are charged with domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct. No order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You do not have contact of any kind with Crystal. I don't know how to pronounce this exactly. Rigoyan. Stay away from her home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit only with a police escort to get your belongings. I'm going to release you from custody with these conditions. Your court date at Tucson City Court is June 17th at 1:30. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Good evening, sir. Your Honor, my name is Todd Feastick.
You are charged with domestic violence, contempt of court, or interfering with judicial proceedings. I'm gonna order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, that you obey the order of protection that's in effect. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Also, no contact of any kind with Yvonne Desmond. I am going to release you with those conditions. I caution you, though, that if you violate the order again and you're arrested again, the likelihood is that you're going to be at the jail for a while. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your court date at Tucson City Court is June 17th at 1:30. You're excused.
This man's interrupted.
Good evening. What is your name?
Andrea Ibarra.
Ms. Ibarra, you are charged with burglary in the second degree. I am going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the victim's home and workplace.
Okay.
And no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state is asking me to hold you on a $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will hear from the public defender.
Your Honor, she's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. She's currently employed. The allegation, from what I see in the interim complaint, is a family dispute over property. This is someone with no criminal history that does not pose a threat to the general public, and I would ask that you release her to pretrial services.
All right. Let's hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, the nature of the offense is a concern. This is a residential burglary where the defendant and her accomplice forced their way into the victim's home, removed what they shouldn't have removed, which was a set of keys for a vehicle that did not belong to the defendant. There's a concern of continual risk to the victim. Again, the fact that there was a forced entry into the home.
All right, thank you. All right, I understand the state's position, but she appears to be a low risk for reoffending and a low risk for not appearing in court. I am going to release you with I'm going to release you the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. Your next court is June 6th at 1:30. The legal defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's send it back.
Hello, what is your name?
Yasmin Ortega Casineda.
Okay. You're charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yes.
I have a statement that I'm going to read to you that will be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, we are going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, cooperate with pretrial services. We're also going to place you into the STEPS program. That court date will be May 27th at 9 o'clock. Does the defense waive time for the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's going to be July 1st at 1:30. And you'll be represented by the legal defender's office. You're excused.
I'm back with my room.
Hello, what is your name?
Marcos Villanueva.
Okay.
Your Honor, will you please waive reading of the charges for this defendant?
Yes, I will. Okay, the state's recommendation in this case is $75,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We're going to order no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the victim's home and workplace, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. We'll hear from the defense as to the issue of the bond.
Your Honor, he's lived in Tucson for 29 years and has ties to the community. He is currently employed. Pretrial Services spoke with his father, who indicated he can provide housing, transportation to court, and anything else needed to secure his appearance in court. He also has no criminal history. So based on his lack of criminal history, I'd ask you set the bond at $15,000.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
The concern is the inherent nature of the offense. Also the risk to the victim. In addition, based on the exposure the defendant is facing, he does expose as a flight risk.
Thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $20,000. Your next court date is May 27th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused. Oh, pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. You're excused.
And sit right here on the chair.
Hello, what is your name?
My name's Maria Sofia Marolio. I'm here.
I'm sorry, you need to say that a little bit slower. I didn't get that.
That Deus 1912.
Spell your last name.
Maria Sofia Black.
Oh, I got it here. I wonder if I'm not finding it. It's steady. Okay. You are charged with domestic violence, assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to have contact of any kind with Texas Blackwell. Stay away from his home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit to retrieve your personal belongings. Other than that, you are released from custody with those conditions. Your next court date is June 17th at 1:30, and that will be at Tucson City Court. You're excused. If you're, it looks like you're talking. You're muted. I can't hear what you're saying.
And Your Honor, this is the Spanish court interpreter. Can we check with the jail to see if there's any Spanish speaker?
Certainly. Can we verify with the jail that there are no Spanish speakers? If there is a response, it's muted. I can't hear it.
No Spanish speakers.
Thank you.
May the interpreter be excused, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Nice.
This is the one that needs the ASL interpreter.
Okay.
The ASL interpreter is here. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Excellent. Thank you. And the person in the chair there, your name, please.
Michelle Romo.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Romo, you are charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault. I'm going to order that you not commit any act of domestic violence. You are not to possess
No,
or
not going to do any more.
you are not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons, and no firearms or anything.
Okay.
The state is recommending that I hold you on a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. We will hear from the state.
Your Honor, the bond recommendation is based on the nature of the offense. The victim also is concerned as he opposes her release from custody. He does wish to have further contact, but the concern, Your Honor, is her reaction, her actions that displayed fear on the victim, as there is a machete involved in this case.
Okay, thank you. We'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, she's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. She has no criminal history, so she has no failure to appear history. There's no reason to believe that she won't show up to court if you release her. Because she has no criminal history, I would ask that you consider her release. Being deaf in the jail is going to be a difficult environment for her if she receives a bond that she can't post. If the court intends to impose a bond, I request that it be $1,000.
All right, thank you.
My medication. Medication. My medication. I need to go home because I have health issues. And I need my medication for those health issues because I have liver problems.
Okay, thank you. I am going to hold you on a $1,000 bond, and your next court date is May 27th at 1:30 for child services supervision if that bond is posted and the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Okay. Thank you, interpreter. Your Honor, may the interpreter be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. What is your name?
Your Honor, one moment. We're trying to put subtitles. He can't hear either, but he's a part guy.
Caption.
Forgive me, but I don't know what a card is. Oh, I see.
Look right here. They're gonna read it for you, okay?
I'm sorry, the name again is who now? Oh, thank you. Okay, Addison. Be with you in a moment, Mr. Madison. I need to review your files.
You got any water?
In a little bit, I'll get you water, right? After we're
I
done.
get them.
You have a new case, sir, in Pima County Justice Court, and you have a couple of cases in Tucson City Court that are in warrant status.
Word for marketing.
What's up?
Word for marketing.
If I release you, will you appear in court?
Yes.
Okay. Your Justice Court case is shoplifting. I'm going to order that you not return to the store. Do not have contact with any alleged victims. No alcohol or drugs. I'm going to release you with those conditions. Your court date at Pima County Justice Court is May 27th at 8:30. A.m. In your city court cases, you were represented by the public defender. I'm going to reappoint them to represent you.
Okay.
You need to stay in good contact with your lawyer. I'm going to release you from custody.
Okay.
And we're going to give you a court date in city court, June 17th at 2:30.
Very good.
You're welcome, sir. You're excused.
Can I get close? Yeah, you do it.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Albert M. Garcia.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Mr. Garcia, you have both felony and misdemeanor charges. Your felony matter, you have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. The charge is trafficking in stolen property, and the warrant lists a $5,000 bond. The state is recommending that I hold you in the $5,000.
Your Honor, he's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. He is currently financially supporting children. He also states that he wasn't aware of the warrant. I'd ask you to set the bond at $1,000.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, he has an NVCA flag. He scores a 6 out of 6 in the NCA and the FTA. In addition, he was previously released to pretrial service. He failed to maintain contact with pretrial service. The arraignment was continued multiple times. The defendant failed to comply with court orders. And also, he has multiple pending warrants that he's before the court. His future court appearances cannot be reasonably assured. The bond recommended is the state's position, Your Honor.
Okay. According to the pretrial, he failed to appear because he quote unquote forgot about the court hearing.
Yes.
You have a bit of a failure to appear history, sir. And I forgot is not.
Yes.
Sir. So we're gonna hold you on the $5,000 bond for child services supervision if that bond is posted. And just looking for something. I'm also going to order that you not engage in any selling of merchandise or pawning activity, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And we're going to set a court date for you for May 23rd. And that will be at 1:30. No contact with any alleged victims. For child services supervision if the bond is posted. As to your misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court, you have some older cases. You also have a new case.
Around 10 o'clock.
Well, not a new case, you have a new work case at least. From December of last year, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Enter a plea of not guilty. Bond on your city court case at 500. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Previous conditions of release on your older cases remains in effect. And we will reappoint the city public defender to represent you. Video review on your city cases is set for May 27th at 1:45. It is possible that that will be changed to a non-transport review on June 17th at 9:30. That's up to the attorneys and the judge assigned to your case. Your excuse, sir.
Thanks.
Mendez, Robert. Yep. You're up. Yeah, please. Okay. Oh, it's good.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Robert Mendez.
Mr. Mendez, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of a narcotic drug. No order, no alcohol or illegal drugs. No return to the incident location. I have a statement that I'm going to read to you. It will be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations and your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay, we'll place you in the STEPS program. That court date is May 27th at 9. We'll release you to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. And defense agree to waive the time for the prelim.
Yes, Your Honor.
That'll be July 1st at 1:30. And the public defender will be representing you, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Out the door downstairs to the males. Miles, you bought up.
Hello, what's your name?
Devin Miley Para.
You charged with burglary in the second degree. State's recommending $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, he's only 20 years old. He has no criminal history. He has no failure to appear history. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. And he's also currently employed. I'd ask the court to consider releasing him to pretrial services. If the court intends to impose a bond, I'd ask that it be $1,500.
All right. We will hear from the state.
Your Honor, he's a co-defendant for the previous defendant who, in this case, this defendant, Your Honor, he's the one who also, an accomplice liability as well, of course, but he's the one who also jumped over the fence, broke the sliding glass, and forced his way into the victim's home. Again, the concern is the inherent nature of the offense. We are talking about a residential burglary. In addition, the risk to the victim, I do acknowledge the fact that he has no priors. Nonetheless, it is forced entry.
All right, thank you. Don't have contact of any kind with the alleged victim. Stay away from the victim's home and workplace. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. The pretrial services supervision, if that bond is posted. Your court date is May 27th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you. And I believe that's it. You're excused.
Go sit downstairs with the males. Mac Flores? Flores? Yes. How do you pronounce it? What's up? How do you pronounce it? Trevor. Price. No,
Oh.
Bryce.
Oh, sorry.
Emmanuel?
Yes. Thank you. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Emmanuel.
I'm sorry, say again.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel Matres.
Thank you. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. Charge listed is criminal trespass. $1,000 bond is on this warrant. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, he is currently homeless and unemployed and is unable to post any amount of bond. I'd ask you set the bond at $500.
Okay, we'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, he was previously released on a failed to appear warrant for the same case. He failed to comply with court orders by maintaining contact with pretrial service as he was ordered, and his future court appearances cannot be reasonably assured, Your Honor.
No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You are being held on a $1,000 bond. Public defender represents you. Your court date is May 23rd at 1:30. You're excused. Pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted.
Trevor, Bryce.
Hello, what's your name?
Trevor Price.
You're charged, sir, with aggravated temporary but significant disfigurement, aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument. No order that you have no contact of any kind with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. No firearms or other weapons, and that includes brass knuckles, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state is asking for a $50,000 bond. We'll hear from the defense attorney.
Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He's 21 years old. He's lived in Tucson for 6 years and has ties to the community. I'd ask, based on the lack of felony history, that you set the bond at $10,000.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $50,000 with pretrial services supervision. If posted, your next court date is May 27th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused, sir. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor, you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All rise. Everybody stand up for the judge. Okay, well, please be seated. Ruby is the prosecutor appearing on the case. She wants me to know.
It's on team, so I think she might be everything.
Okay, just want to make sure, because I know how late we were. I did catch up.
Yeah. I wanted to let you know that I moved the injection mark towards the end and the hospital. Or you just, if you see like some changes.
Everything's in the right order. I put things in order, but you put the...
I moved them down.
Good, thank you. So I just did that very quickly.
Okay.
All right, good evening, everybody. It's the 8 o'clock calendar on May 17th, 2025. The court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. When I call your name, you'll give me your name and your date of birth, so stand behind the podium. I'm not going to give you all your release conditions. They'll be on your paperwork. You'll be responsible for reading them and understanding them. If I do set a security appearance bond, you can go through a bonding company. It's my understanding they do collect calls. On some of the walls of the jail, they do have the names and numbers of bonding companies. If you can't find one, you can always ask one of the officers to provide any information for you. All right, at a minimum, on your release conditions, it'll say no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license. And are there any Spanish speakers? Spanish speakers?
We have 3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
And
There are,
you put them on the bottom?
yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Anthony Mead.
Anthony Mead, 2371.
Okay, sir, you are charged with possession of dangerous drugs for sale, transportation and sale of dangerous drugs, both are class 2 felonies, and possession of drug paraphernalia. At this point, I don't find you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney, but if it turns out that you cannot afford one, you can always ask your assigned judge to see if he or she will appoint one for you, okay?
Okay.
Now, your next court, let me see what's going on here. No, that's wrong. Okay, so give you the charges. I appointed a lawyer for you. It doesn't have the evidentiary hearing date.
Is it not coming yet?
I'll look out.
Do we need one?
You want to just put it, we'll put it in. Okay?
I put it in.
Okay. Anyway, sir, you're going to have a status conference on 8:30 on May 22nd at 175 West Mass Street. And at this time, a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for May 27th at 8:30. Now, I will tell you this. You do have another case, CR 2024. Can't read my writing here. 006848-009. I should find that you are released. You had your initial appearance on or about May 31st, 2024. I do find probable cause in regard to these felony charges. So pursuant to Rule 7.2B and Article 2 of the Arizona Constitution, you're alleged to be committed a new felony offense rather than released for another one. So you'll be held without bond at this time. You'll have an evidentiary hearing at 1:30 in the afternoon on
May 23rd.
On May 23rd, 2025, at the West Madison Courthouse. All right, and that your lawyer will explain to you to determine whether at that point whether bond could be set. All right, step to your left, please.
Your Honor.
Okay.
I have a double hernia, and
I can't what?
I have a double hernia, and I have an emergency surgery scheduled for the 20th.
You're gonna have to. They'll have to talk to medical about that. Okay. Right. Right. This we change. Give me one with the. All right, step to your left, please. Michael Pace. Michael Pace. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Michael Pace, 7/16/92.
All right, sir, you are charged with possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You're going to be, your next court dates will be 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix at 8:30 in the morning. Status conference will be May 30th. Witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for June 4th. Your lawyer will explain things to you, but I'm going to release you to pretrial services. So you have to read, you'll get in your packet. You got to contact them. You got to be in compliance with their requirements, and also you have to do drug testing. So if you ignore it and don't comply with them, do your drug testing, you'll have another warrant and you're back here. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You should be getting out in a few hours. All right,
Okay.
step to your left, please.
All right, thank you.
Jason Valenzuela. Give me your name and date of birth, please.
I'm Jason Valenzuela, December 8, 1986.
All right, you got two matters before me. One is a grand jury warrant, it's an indictment. See, that's why you didn't know about it. I assume, are you working, sir? Okay, so I will be appointing a lawyer for you. Anyway, your grand jury warrant is for 2 counts of dangerous drugs possessed for sale and 1 count of possession sale of narcotic drugs. All 3 are Class 2 felonies. You have your arraignment hearing at 175 West Madison on May 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Another judge, upon the return of the indictment, set bond for you in the amount of a cash bond of $2,500. You also have a warrant out of the town of Wickenburg, carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit, Class 1 misdemeanor. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next court date. Reduce the bond from $1,000 to $250 secured appearance bond. You're supposed to be there on May 21st at 9 o'clock in the morning at the town of Wickenburg. The address will be in your paperwork. You cannot possess any weapons. All right, step to your left, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Oh, go to your left.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Lori Burke. Okay, your name and date of birth, please.
Lori Burke, 10/9/1980.
Okay, just want to check one thing here for you. Pretrial service said you're on probation in this case, and no hold was placed. But that's what I show here. You have one. You're on a probation violation, a hold warrant on a probation violation, a Class 4 felony. All right, see. You're on probation for possessing narcotic drugs. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. I appoint a lawyer for you. You'll have your revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson on May 23rd at 8:30. Okay, and you can't possess any weapons, can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And if you get out, you have to contact your probation officer in 72 hours. Another judge has set a bond for you in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. Step to your left, please. David Humphrey.
David Humphrey, 11/24/1980.
Okay, so you got two matters before me. One is possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia is a bench warrant, and because you didn't show up, so you're doing at 175 West Madison for a status conference on May 22nd at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on May 27th at 8:30. Your judge said bond the amount of $500, secured appearance bond. Now, in a new case, 2025 120788. I just want to just verify one more thing before we go any further. Okay, sir, I'll tell you this, you're very, very lucky in regard to this, because you are charged with possessing narcotic drugs and not paraphernalia, I mentioned, and they didn't do a drug test, so as a result, at this stage, I cannot find probable cause on this possession of narcotic drugs. So you'll be released on this. Can't say that the county attorney's office won't file charges on it, so you're going to want to show up for court, just in case, because the point is, if I found probable cause in regard to this narcotic drug, because you had an open felony, you'd have been held without bond. So you'd be very grateful. You still have the other bond, of course, and you better show for court. But in this one, you'll be at 175 West Madison on May 30th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on June 4th. So you may talk to your lawyer about it, if they can handle it on the other date, okay, when you're still in custody, okay? Because if you're still in custody on that, there's a good chance they won't transport you to court for this, okay? So you might want to talk to your lawyer about that. All right? Let's step to your left. Ashley Roberts. Your name and date of birth, please.
Ashley Ann Roberts, 11/28/90.
If you feel more comfortable wearing the mask, you can do that now, okay?
Huh?
If you want to wear the mask, you can,
Oh, okay.
if you feel more comfortable. Now, see here, you're here on a charge of a bench warrant in Superior Court, possession of dangerous drugs, drug paraphernalia, and refusing to give you a true name. First two are felonies, the other one's a misdemeanor. You already have an attorney. You'll be in 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on May 22nd at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing 5 days later on May 27th at 8:30. You cannot possess any weapons. You can't consume any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. And if you're on probation, so if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Your judge said bond in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. All right, so you post your bond, make sure you call your probation officer and show up for court. All right, step to your left, please.
So I have a bond or I don't?
Yeah, you do. If you didn't show up for court, your judge said a bond. Solomon Antero Suarez. Oh, all right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Solomon Suarez, 10289.
Speak a little louder.
Solomon Suarez,
Date of birth.
10289.
10-289?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got 3 matters for me. 2 of them are probation violation warrants. In 2023, 252620002, 2024 000539001. Strike that. It's 2024 005339. Currently on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia on both. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. Bond was set in regard to both of them by another judge in the amount of $250 each. In regard to the new case, 2025-120-7820, you have new charges of criminal trespass, 2nd degree, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. And by the way, if I didn't mention this, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of any release. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And this one, I'm appointing a lawyer for you, just like you have a lawyer on the probation violations. You'll be at 175 West Madison for a status conference on May 22nd at 8:30 and a witness public hearing on May 27th at 8:30. Bond is set in the amount of $100 there. Otherwise, release conditions stay the same. Now, in the probation violations, your court date for arraignment is May 23rd at 201 West Jefferson. So different courts. All right. You go back there, you can take a little nap now, since that's what you intend to do. All right. Step over there, please. Luis Rotana Sandoval. Okay. So your name and date of birth, please.
Luis Retana Sandoval to 9/22/2001.
What makes you think you're on federal probation?
Excuse me?
You say you're on federal probation?
Yes.
Or were you out on release for a federal charge?
I was released here.
Pardon?
Downtown. No, in Tucson, actually.
What one? The big glass building?
Yeah.
But are you have an open case or are you on probation?
I'm on probation.
Okay. Because the pretrial services couldn't find any federal probation conviction. That's what's interesting thing about it. So to play it safe, I'll make a change here so you have here. Okay. Okay. First of all, you're charged with possession of narcotic drugs, possession of use of a weapon and drug offense. Those are both class 4 felonies. Possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6, and failing to admit that you were carrying a deadly weapon. On limited information, I don't find probable cause in regards to using a weapon in a drug offense or possessing one, okay? So, but I do find probable cause in regard to the other things. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 in the morning. Your status conference is May 30th, and a preliminary hearing is set for June 4th. No weapons, get out, and no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. And if you get out, contact your federal probation officer within 72 hours of release, okay?
All right.
Part of it's incentive to do it so you don't get in trouble with your probation officer.
I actually contacted her yesterday.
Okay, good. I'm just telling you, do it when you get out.
Okay.
Because you're going to be getting out in about 4 hours.
Okay.
Because I'm releasing you to pretrial services, and they're going to do drug testing. You have to comply with them, read the packet you get, and make sure you get the drug testing, or else
Okay.
you'll be in violation and there'll be a warrant.
Okay.
Okay? Step to your left, please. Omar Sanchez. All right. Evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
My name is Omar Sanchez. Date of birth is January 19, 1995.
Okay, so you got an arrest warrant out of Superior Court for 2 counts of aggravated DUI based on suspension or revocation, and 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs. Okay, I am appointing a lawyer for you, and I'm not going to set bond like your court had said. So what I'm doing is I'm releasing you to pretrial services with alcohol testing and monitoring. Read your packet, contact them, be in compliance with them, make sure you do your alcohol testing. All right? Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison for a status conference on May 30th and a witness plum hearing on June 4th. Okay, make sure you're there for all your court dates and be in compliance with pretrial services, including your testing. All right? So you'll be getting out in a few hours. Okay? All right. Maxwell Grantham.
Maxwell Grantham, 22805.
You got 4 matters from Wickenburg Town or City Court, whatever it's called. 3 of them are warrants, and 1 is a new case. So I'm just going to go over the charges with you without listing the names. 1 of them on the warrants is for criminal damage, failure to appear. The other one is criminal damage, failure to appear, and dropping an object from an overpass. And the final one is shoplifting and failing to appear. And all these things, by the way, you're not to contact any victim or not return to the scene of alleged crime. And on each one of those, bond is set in the amount of $100, which is a reduction. And then on the new charge, obstruction, which is in new case, it's just possession of drug paraphernalia and obstruction, refusal to give you true name. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next hearing. Your court date will be May 21st at 9 o'clock in Wickenburg. The address will be in your paperwork. I said bond amount of $50. Cannot return to the scene of alleged crime. And I would also tell you, likewise, your May 21st at 9 o'clock for your warrant matters. So your total bond is $350 security appearance bond. All right, step to your left, please. Anthony Nova. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Anthony Nova, 11987.
Okay, so you are charged with aggravated assault on first responder and obstructing government administration. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. It'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference at 8:30 on May 22nd and a witness preliminary hearing on May 27th. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victims. And the state was asking for a bond of $5,000 security appearance bond. I'm going to set it at $1,500 security appearance bond. If you post your bond, you don't show up, you can lose your bond and a warrant will issue. All right, step to your left, please. Marcela Lorena. Your name and date of birth, please.
Marcela Reina, 10/30/1982.
You're charged with burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony, and criminal trespass in the 1st degree, class 1 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on May 30th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on June 4th at 8:30. Cannot return to the scene of alleged crime or have any contact, I guess it's your ex, right? And obey all court orders or any agreements, like in family court, etc. All right? But I'm going to release you to pretrial services, so you'll be getting out in a few hours, but make sure you contact them and be in compliance as you're required to. It'll be in your paperwork. All right? So you'll be getting out in a few hours. All right, step to your left, please. Samaj Curry. Your name and date of birth, please.
Samaje Savora Curry, March 13th, 1998.
All right, you are charged with possession of dangerous drugs, class 4, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6, and false reporting to law enforcement, class 1 misdemeanor. That's based on an arrest warrant. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing. So read your packet, make sure you keep in contact with them, and do your drug testing, or else it'll be a warrant. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 for a status conference on May 30th and a witness preliminary hearing at the same time on June 4th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't lose your paperwork, all right? Step to your left, please.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Kimberly Lewis. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Kimberly Lewis, 07/15/1997.
All right, you're charged with assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I am going to appoint a lawyer for you, but I'm going to release you on your own recognizance in San Tan Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork. Make sure you're there on June 3rd at 9 o'clock in the morning.
June 3rd, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it'll be in your paperwork. Cannot initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. But apparently you don't live together, correct?
Yeah,
Well-
I just found out that we got an eviction notice through my
Well,
neighbor.
it's this way, you can't live, if you can't initiate contact with her, you can't live with her.
No, my neighbor is my next
Okay.
point of reference, so.
I got you. But anyway, because the point is, it said in the police report, the small information I have is you are living together, otherwise I would have said you couldn't, so that's why I left that out. Okay? So you'll be released on your own recognizance, make sure you show for court, all right?
Perfect.
Step to your left, please. Nathaniel Fountain? All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Nathaniel Fountain, July 2nd, 1964.
All right, sir, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I'm releasing you to pretrial services with drug testing. Did you hear what I said with the other folks where I released pretrial services?
No.
You have to it'll be in your paperwork. You gotta contact them, make sure you're in compliance with them, and do drug testing. If you don't, there'll be a warrant. Your next court date will be at 175 West Madison on May 30th at 8:30, and also a preliminary, that's the status conference, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for June 4th at 8:30. You gotta be there, okay?
All right.
All right, step to your left. Eric Gomez Torres. So your name and date of birth.
8/17/90?
And name.
It's
Your name.
yeah.
Okay.
Eric Gomez Torres,
Okay.
8/17/90.
All right, so you're charged with possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony. Let me just double check one thing here. Right, sir, I cannot appoint an attorney for you. You'd have to hire your own. If for some reason you find you cannot afford one, you can always ask your assigned judge to appoint one for you, but I can't tell you whether he or she would do it.
Why is that?
What?
Why is that?
Because your income.
Huh?
I can't appoint an attorney to represent you.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to hire your own. That's what I'm saying. All right. Your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix for a status conference at 8:30 on May 30th, and a preliminary hearing set for June 4th at 8:30. Likewise, I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing. Read your packet. It'll say you had to contact pretrial services, and make sure you comply with their requirements and do drug testing. If not, a warrant will issue.
Okay, do I have a bond?
No. You're getting out in a few hours.
Okay.
You'll be released to pretrial services. All right, so
Okay,
read your
thank
packet. That's your responsibility to understand it.
All right, thank you.
James Steen. Actually, yeah, let's do James Steen. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
James Dean, January 21st, 1990.
Actually, I just want to confirm one thing. I generally do things in the
I can't hear
past
you.
and probate.
I can't hear you. Can I step over there? I can't hear you.
Okay, we'll get you headphones, okay?
I got some questions too, if I may.
Actually, sir, I'm going to call him a little later, okay? We do the fugitive justice cases last, and so we're going to do yours later, okay?
What's the chances of me being...
Okay, we'll talk about it in a little bit, okay? And you'll get headphones.
Okay.
Okay. George Paul. sir. Good evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
George Paul, 2/1/72.
Okay, sir. Okay, let's start with CR 2019-005654. You got indicted by a grand jury. Okay, you wouldn't know about it because it's not done in public. Okay.
What's that?
The grand jury. When they meet, it's in private, in secret. Okay. Apparently, you were extradited from Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you gonna be taking the other folks out?
No, I was just trying to send.
No, could you take them out?
You want to take them out?
Yeah.
You already cleaned out the whole gallery, right?
What?
You already cleared out the whole gallery?
Yeah.
You haven't seen yet?
Yeah, and then we'll bring them back when we get to that point.
I know. Nobody has yet, so I see you guys all sit down here. It's still like going cold.
Okay. Certain cases we do privately. Okay. Anyway, you got grand jury indictment charging you with failure to register as a sex offender, a class 4 felony. Thank you. Okay. That's what the indictment is. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be for your not guilty arraignment on May 23rd at 8:30 in the morning at 175 West Madison Street. You're not to have any contact with minors. Another judge at the return of the indictment set bond for you in the amount of $2,500 cash only. Okay. Now, in regard to your other case, you have a probation violation on a class 3 felony. Give me a second here. You're on probation for attempted sexual conduct with a minor. You're alleged to have violated terms 6 and 7. Your judge and one of the judges in the probation violation court. Well, first of all, your revocation arraignment hearing will be May 23rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. And one of the judges in the probation violation court has indicated to pursuant to Rule 27.6 and Rule 7.2C, you'll be held without bond, with a substantial likelihood that you'll be sentenced to the Department of Corrections. So at this point, you'll be held without bond in this charge. Okay, and then you bond on the other case. All right. Okay. So step to your left, please. And I appoint a lawyer for you on both cases.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to call them right now or after the birthday?
Yes, the other six, please.
Okay.
Okay. Now we can bring back Mr. Steen.
Mr. Steen.
I just figured we'd do everything left. We can at the very end do that. I'm doing it privately, that's why I called you back.
Can I step up?
Oh, yeah, the headphones.
Well, I got some questions to ask.
Okay, you can ask me, but right now, we'll get to headphones. better?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, I have a bunch of questions to ask you first, okay?
Okay.
And normally we do the future of justice cases last, all right? And now, first of all, give me your name and your date of birth.
James Steen, 1999, January 1st, 1999.
January 1st or February 1st?
January.
They have you as February 1st, but...
That's wrong.
Oh, okay.
With a lot of other couple of things.
That's what you've heard. It was January 1st, but you're the right person though for this, okay? Let me see for both, if they have you. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. January 21st, 1990, right?
Right, but those are a couple of...
I was looking at the wrong thing, okay.
Right.
Now, you've got two matters here, okay? First one, you have a new case, 2025-120787 in Superior Court, a new charge of a Class 4 felony violation of sex offender registration law. I'm appointing a lawyer for you, and that has an impact on your extradition matter. So I'll explain that to you, okay? Your court date for that is May 22nd at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street, and you have a witness preliminary hearing on May 27th at 8:30. You're not to have any contact with the minors, and bond is set in the amount of $2,000 secured appearance bond. Okay, now, here we go with the the future of justice case. Okay, now, before you came in now, were you given some paperwork that was a laminated card talking about?
Yes, I did. I have a hard time understanding that.
Okay, that's what we're going to talk about, okay?
Okay.
All right, now, so let me ask you, I have a lot of questions before. We're not going to rush on this. That's why it's done last, okay?
Okay. Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Please? What's the chances of me, and I'm so sorry to ask this, but what's the chances of me being able to get out today? I got issues to deal with in family members.
Not zilch. Probably not zilch. It's so slim. Because not only do you have the new charges, but you have the future of justice case.
Well, how long am I going to have to
Okay, that's what we'll talk about, okay? Now, did you have an opportunity to read it, but you had some difficulty understanding it? Is that what you're saying to me, sir?
Yes, but plus I'm not going to be able to understand. I got a disability, and I'm not going to be able to understand all that stuff.
Okay, so let's go over certain things with you, and I'll tell you what we're going to do, okay? It's my understanding you have a warrant. It's from, let's see here, I think it's from Illinois, if I remember correctly. If from Illinois, failure to register as a sex offender is the charge, okay? And the warrant is from Illinois. You have a choice to make. You can decide to either give up your right to have a hearing and be sent back to Illinois, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both Illinois and Arizona before you can be sent back, all right? If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you'll be held without bond here in Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for Illinois to come get you. The 30 days, however, it doesn't start until, as long as you have any criminal charges here, and you do. So you have to have the local charges in Arizona taken care of before the 30 days would start.
Okay. I still don't understand.
Okay. What I'm going to do, sir, because you don't understand it, and I cannot appoint an attorney for you because it's a civil matter, I'm going to reset this to June 2nd at 1:30. You're speaking to a different judge, and we'll go over those rights with you, okay?
Okay.
And try to explain it to you, all right?
All right, so I'm going to be here until that?
Well, at least till then, and you also have the other matter, okay? So you have two different places you're going to go to, 201 West Jefferson on June 2nd, and the other court, which I told you about, all right?
Okay, but I'm staying here until then?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So that's going to be, what, when?
Well, for this and the future of FOJ or future of justice case, it's June 2nd. On your other one,
so is there a chance I can
the other
get...
one is May 22nd.
Okay,
next
is it,
court date. You can talk to your lawyer on the other case, and maybe he or she can give you some.
I don't
assistance.
have a lawyer.
I appointed one
Okay.
on the new case,
All right.
okay? And maybe they can help you.
Okay. The other thing is what's the chances of being able to get out after that date?
Talk to your lawyer about that. The lawyer will give you advice on that.
Okay, so you are appointing me a lawyer, a public defender?
I'm appointing a lawyer for you,
Okay.
okay? Who that's gonna be, I don't know at this point, okay? But you'll find out soon, all right? But anyway, right now, in regard to the bond, in terms of this, there'll be a cash bond of $30,000.
At this point, you're not letting me go. I can feel.
Okay, and so you'll be back in court on June 2nd, all right?
Okay.
So you can step to your left now, and, all right? But you'll be talking to a lawyer, so maybe a lawyer can help you, all right?
All right.
Okay, and then we have 2 Spanish speakers, and that's it, left?
3, and then we have another.
3? And another one?
And then the other.
Okay, who do we have? Let's see. Okay, but which case do we have? Jesus Rosas Enriquez and Valero. Okay, I see. It's 3. And Mejia. Okay. Yeah, we can bring them all in now. But yeah, since he brings them in, we can do it. Okay, the interpreter, could you please identify yourself for the record, please?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Bosco Villena with ID 50894, and I will be the Spanish interpreter.
Okay, thank you. We have, I believe, 2 folks that need your, 3 people that need your assistance. They're being brought in the courtroom right now, so it'll be just a moment. All right?
Okay. All right.
So just, it'll be just a minute or 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're ready now. Okay. Who's he?
Mejia.
Oh, Mejia? Okay. Let me see. Oh, he's the non-Spanish speaker. Why don't we do the other folks first? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's call Jesus Rosas Rodriguez.
Buenas noches.
Sir, your name and your date of birth, please.
Jesús Antonio Rosa Rodríguez,
Señor.
enero 12 del 2000.
Okay. Un momento. All right.
Jesús
Your
Antonio.
name and date of birth.
Su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
Me llamo Jesús Antonio Rosa Rodríguez, nací el 12 de enero del 2000.
Okay, my name is Jesus Antonio Rosas Rodriguez, and I was born in January 12th of the 2000.
Or December 1st. Which one? December 1st or January 12th? And that might be in
January 12th.
January 12th. Okay, that's because they're using Mexican thing, okay. Sir, is Spanish your primary language?
Señor, ¿español es su lenguaje primordial?
Sí.
Do you need the assistance of a Spanish interpreter to help you understand your proceedings?
¿Necesita asistencia de un intérprete de español para ayudarle a entender el procedimiento?
Perdón, ¿me lo puede repetir?
¿Necesita asistencia de un intérprete de español para poder ayudarle a entender el procedimiento?
Sí, no hablo inglés.
Yes, I don't speak English.
Okay, so I will appoint the office of the court interpreter to assist you, but you'll have an interpreter, a Spanish interpreter, throughout your case.
Estamos viendo acá, tenemos acá un intérprete de español para ayudarle, asistirle y guiarle durante el caso.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited person and failing to admit that you were carrying a deadly weapon.
Okay. Usted está siendo cargos por posesión de un arma, siendo una persona prohibida, y cargos de tener un arma mortal en sus manos.
Okay. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you.
¿Tiene un abogado para representarlo?
Me ofrecieron uno hoy.
They offered me one today.
Pardon? No, not today, but in the future you will have a lawyer to help you.
Okay, no hoy día, pero en el futuro tendrá un abogado para ayudarle.
Okay. I'm going to release you and you'll be getting out of custody in about 4 hours.
Okay, lo voy a liberar y va a estar en custodia en unas 4, va a estar fuera de custodia en unas 4 horas.
Okay, you'll be released to pretrial services. The officer is going to give you a packet, and it's my understanding it's also in Spanish.
Okay, va a poder adquirir algunos servicios. Los oficiales van a darle un paquete que tengo entendido está en español.
Because you'll have to comply with pretrial services, and it'll explain to you how to contact them. Because if you don't contact them and are in compliance with the requirements, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Okay, va a tener que ver los servicios de prejuicio, va a tener que contactarlos, porque si no los contacta, va a poder emitirse una orden para su arresto.
All right. You are not to possess any weapons.
Usted no puede poseer ninguna arma.
Your next court dates will both be at 8:30 in the morning at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
Okay, this is interpreted. Can you repeat the exact address? 175
West Madison Street in Phoenix.
Okay, es 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
You have a status conference at 8:30 on May 30th.
También tiene una conferencia de declaración a las 8:30 el mayo 30.
And you have a witness preliminary hearing scheduled on June 4 at 8:30 in the morning.
Y también una preparación preliminar de testigos en junio 4, también a las 8:30.
You are required to make all your court dates.
Está requerido de ir a todas sus fechas de corte.
Okay, step over there. But you'll be out in a few hours.
Okay, va a salir en unas horas.
Gracias.
Okay. All right, then that's, to the interpreter, I'm probably butchering the name. It's YILWER Valero Pata. I'm not sure how to pronounce the first name. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you want to call his name? Oh, here he is. Okay. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Okay, señor. Su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
Gilbert Antonio Valero Parra, 12/10 del 2004.
Can you hear him?
Yes.
Gilbert.
I'm going to ask for clarification.
Yes, please. If you have any trouble hearing someone, go ahead and ask.
Valero Parra. Fecha de nacimiento 12 de octubre del 2004.
Okay. Gilbert Antonio Valero Parra, October 12th of 2004.
You said Antonio, it's not Yilmer?
Yeah, two names, Gilbert Antonio.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, okay. And sir, when you speak, to help the interpreter, please speak louder.
Okay. Por favor, cuando hable, para ayudar al intérprete, hable más fuerte.
Okay.
Okay. Sir, you are charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle and resisting arrest.
This interpreter, he's charged with kind of vehicle, the middle part.
No entendí, ¿será que me puedo volver a repetir?
Oh, sure. Unlawful flight. Okay, sure. One charge of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle.
Okay. Usted tiene cargos de haber estado ilegalmente en un vehículo de la ley y resistirse a un arresto.
One count of resisting arrest.
Sí, un cargo de resistirse al arresto.
One count of reckless driving.
Un cargo por conducir indebidamente.
And one count of racing or exhibition of speed.
Y un cargo por estar conduciendo a mucha velocidad o exceder el límite de velocidad.
And once again, Spanish is your primary language?
Una vez más para confirmar, ¿español es su lenguaje principal?
Sí.
Okay. And you need a Spanish interpreter to help you understand what's going on?
¿Y necesita el intérprete de español para que le ayude a entender qué es lo que está ocurriendo?
Sí, solamente hablo español. No speak in English.
Yes, I only speak Spanish.
Okay.
I don't
So I'm going to, okay, so I'm appointing a Spanish, the Office of the Court Interpreter, so you'll have a Spanish interpreter for all your court dates.
Okay, entonces se le va a pedir que haya un intérprete de español para sus citas en la corte.
Okay.
I'm appointing a lawyer for you, and your lawyer will also be, if necessary, will use the interpreter to communicate with you.
También se le va a asignar un abogado y el abogado se podrá comunicar con usted, probablemente con un intérprete.
Okay.
Your next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix.
Su siguiente cita en corte será en 175 West 7th Drive en Phoenix.
You'll have a status conference on May 22 at 8:30 in the morning, and a witness preliminary hearing on May 27 at 8:30 in the morning.
Va a tener una conferencia en estudio en mayo 22 a las 8:30 y una preparación preliminar de testigos en mayo 27 a las 8:30.
Because you are under the age of 21, I'm saying that you cannot consume any alcohol.
Como tiene menos de la edad de 21 años, le repito y le digo que usted no puede beber nada de alcohol.
Okay.
Bond is being set in a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500.
This interpreter, can you repeat that, please?
Sure. Your bond has been set for you in the amount of $1,500.
Okay. La fianza que se le está poniendo es bajo el valor de $1,500.
If you want to get out of jail, you can either post $1,500 or else you can call a bondsman.
Okay, si quiere salir de cárcel va a tener que hacer ese pago de fianza de $1,500 o tratar de apelar el valor de la fianza.
¿Cuánto tengo que cancelar para poder salir?
How much is the amount that I have to pay to go out?
Okay. That's something you'd have to talk to the bondsman about. They do accept collect calls.
Es algo que tendría que hablar con el departamento de fianzas. Si aceptan llamadas por cobrar.
You can ask one of the officers for information on who to call.
Si podríamos ver con el oficial la información, al oficial le puede indicar la información de a quién llamar.
If you are unable to come up with that amount, you can always ask your lawyer to ask your assigned judge to see if he or she would reduce the amount of your bond.
Como le digo, puedo hablar con los oficiales de fianza para ver si es que él o ella pueden ver y reducir la fianza.
Okay, step over there. And finally, we have Damien Torres Rosas.
This interpreter, you say if he has any questions?
Yeah, this is the last
¿Alguna
person.
pregunta más?
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Sir, your name and your date of birth, please.
Me llamo
Por favor, dígame su
Damien
nombre y su apellido.
Me llamo Damien Torres Rosas y nací el septiembre 23 del 2006.
My name is Damian Rosas and I was born in... ¿Me podría repetir su fecha de nacimiento?
Nací septiembre 23 del 2006.
Septiembre 23 de 2006.
Sí.
And I was born in September 23 of 2006.
Okay, thank you. Sir, you are charged with aggravated assault.
Okay, señor, usted ha sido... tiene cargos de asalto agravado.
Failing to admit that you were carrying a deadly weapon.
Fallar al admitir que estaba sosteniendo un arma mortal.
And carrying a deadly weapon being under 21 years of age.
Y cargar un arma mortal teniendo menos de 21 años de edad.
I am appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Se le va a brindar un abogado para que la represente.
And is Spanish your primary language?
Y español es su lenguaje principal, ¿cierto?
Sí. Okay. And do you need a Spanish interpreter to help you understand your proceedings?
¿Necesita un intérprete de español para ayudarle a entender su procedimiento?
Sí, por favor.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I will appoint the office of the court interpreter to provide a Spanish interpreter for you for your case.
Entonces se le va a indicar a que vaya al oficial se le va a indicar que le asigne un intérprete para que vaya con el caso con usted.
All right, you cannot possess any weapons. You cannot consume any alcohol.
No puede poseer ninguna arma, no puede poseer nada de alcohol.
You are not to initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims.
No puede iniciar contacto con ninguna víctima alegada o víctimas.
I have reviewed a statement made by one of the alleged victims.
He revisado una de las declaraciones realizada por una de las víctimas alegadas.
Bond has been set in the amount of $25,000.
La fianza se ha cargado por un valor de $25,000.
You can talk to your lawyer about that to see if the bond can be reduced in the future.
Puede hablar con su abogado para ver eso y ver si es que la fianza puede reducirse en el futuro.
Okay. And you can also go to a bonding company to see if you can get. They will post a bond, and you would not have to put up the full $25,000.
También se puede hablar con una compañía de fianzas para ver si es que pueden ver la forma de ayudarle con esos $25,000.
And you can ask one of the officers for information about how to call a bonding company.
cualquier cosa puede preguntar a los oficiales información acerca de cómo llamar a una oficina de fianza.
Okay. Thank you very much to the interpreter. We appreciate your time. And have a great,
Okay,
good
anything else I
evening.
can help you with?
Well, I think that's it.
Okay, my name is Bosco.
Hold on one
My name
second.
is Bosco de Difrac.
Hold on one second. Mr. Mejia?
Señor Mejía.
Okay, I'm going to see whether he needs your assistance or not. Okay, so, sir, what is your name and date of birth?
Okay, ¿cuál es su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento?
Brian José Mejía, 6 de septiembre de 1992.
Okay, and is Spanish your primary language?
¿Español es su idioma principal?
Sí.
Okay, do you need an interpreter of Spanish to assist you?
¿Necesita un intérprete de español para ayudarle?
Sí, por favor.
All right, so I'll appoint the office of the court interpreter to provide Spanish interpreter for you.
Okay, se lo va a indicar al oficial para que le provea un intérprete de español en su caso.
All right, sir, I'm going to be appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Voy a brindarle un abogado para que le represente.
Okay.
Okay, your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference at 8:30 on May 22nd.
Okay, su siguiente conferencia de estatuto va a ser en la 175 West Madison Street en Phoenix el mayo 22 a las 8:30.
Okay.
Okay. At this time, there'll be a witness preliminary hearing scheduled for May 27 at 8:30 in the morning.
También va a haber una preparación preliminar de testigos en mayo 27 a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me one moment. Okay. For the interpreter, we just need a moment. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Awesome. Great. Okay, sir, you are charged with one count of child sex trafficking, a Class 2 felony.
Okay. Usted está con cargos de, pues se diga como tráfico sexual, que es un delito de segunda clase.
Bond has been set in a secured appearance bond in the amount of $35,000.
Okay. Por lo tanto, la fianza se ha puesto se va a poner en una seguridad de fianzas por $35,000.
Okay. If you are able to post your bond, an ankle bracelet will be put on you.
Si es que usted es capaz de pagar su fianza, se le va a poner una pulsera de tubillo.
And you'll have a curfew. You would only be able to leave your home during hours approved by pretrial services.
Okay. Y va a tener un horario, solo va a poder salir de su casa en horarios indicados por recorte.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So all right. Very good. Thank you very much. The interpreter, thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Anything else I can help you with?
No.
Okay. My name is Bosco. Okay. My name is Bosco.
I appreciate it.
ID
Thanks so much.
50894. Have a very nice
Okay.
day.
Now, we have 18 and 20, which are, they were both disruptive, so that's why they're being handled as house call. Michael Cole, charged with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, appointing a lawyer for him. He'll be released to pretrial services. His court dates are May 30th and June 4th at 8:30. And he'll require drug testing. David Garola, he's charged with possession of dangerous drugs, criminal trespass in the first degree, possession of drug paraphernalia, and disorderly conduct, appointing a lawyer for him. His court dates will be on May 30th and June 4th at 8:30 or 1:30 West Madison. He'll be released with drug testing and monitoring and pretrial services, but he's also going to have an ankle bracelet put on him before he can be released. Okay. Also, apparently, Scott was given a note in regard to 31. I'm not sure if I understand it.
If you go to IA details.
What?
Go to IA details. Towards the bottom, in the comments, there's an extra charge. We couldn't log it twice because I think it's a city charge.
Hold on one second. What I do in his case? 31. And I release in pretrial services. And so what's the issue?
I don't know if you want to mention the extra charge on record.
The what on the record?
That charge. This charge.
What's that?
I think it's a city charge.
Yeah, but
sometimes they cannot be put on ICET, so they put it on the comment.
Where is Mr. Fountain now, though?
Which one?
He's released. Mr. Fountain.
Fountain, 31, yeah.
Apparently he has, I don't know what, I don't even know what.
But the charge is for, yeah. Doesn't say.
But from where? Chandler. Now, the point is,
let me take in the phone.
it's Chandler 1111, okay? But most likely, and it's class 1 misdemeanor from Chandler, all their city codes are class 1 misdemeanors. But it was just a misdemeanor separate from this that we've seen in Chandler City Court.
Let me just check the phone.
Okay, so that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, they put it in the form 4 if you open it. It's there.
Okay, let me look at it. Let's see what we have here. All they charge is part of this charge also, rather than putting it in the city of Chandler. So we have to change the release order then.
We're already working on it. We're just gonna write it. And
Okay, no. So he's got a charge of obstructing public officers, a city code violation. Chandler was a class 1 misdemeanor, and the release conditions remain the same. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, and now we'll do the house calls. Ruby, thank you very much. I said, that doesn't make sense, because normally, I was there this morning in Chandler, and I'll be there tomorrow morning, and I could have very easily handled it then. But that's something else. 18 and 20. What a day. Yeah, I haven't worked since 8 o'clock this morning. I'm dead tired, to be honest with you. At least we started catching up a little bit. What?
For the good day, can you sign that one?
I didn't sign it?
No, it's the one in yellow.
Did you guys show me, inmate Fountain, number 31?
No.
Okay. What's that, bro?
Okay, back blank, so.
All rise.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 11 p.m. calendar on May 17th, 2025. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders are going to be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second thing, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you, so please save your legal questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing about lots of different dates, different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and not lose it. If you end up missing a court date, or if you don't follow a court order, you could just end up back here. Here's how tonight's going to work. I'm going to call two names. First name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit in that chair next to the door. Then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished. Could I please get Dylan Camilleri to the podium? Matthew Kelleher to the chair, please. Name and date of birth?
Dylan Camilleri, 6/12/2000.
Thank you. You're here on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, criminal damage, Class 1 misdemeanor, and actually 3 more counts of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 22nd, 23rd, and 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you're out on release on your other case, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. Please step to your left for paperwork, sir. Matthew Kelleher to the podium. Jeffrey Allen to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Matthew Kelleher, April 6, 2003.
Thank you. You're here today on a grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on 1 count of manslaughter, a Class 2 felony. This was alleged to have occurred back in February of 2025. I am assigning you counsel. Your next court date is May 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the grand jury, it's a $100,000 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services supervision with electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim, witness, or next of kin, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Fine, please step to your left for your paperwork. Jeffrey Allen to the podium. Francine Leal to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Jeffrey Allen, 10/4/1980.
Thank you. You're here today on a grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on 2 counts of aggravated DUI for suspension and revocation, Class 4 felony, 2 counts of aggravated DUI for a 3rd DUI offense, Class 4 felonies. These were alleged to have occurred back in July 2023. I'm assigning counsel. Next court date's May 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the grand jury, it's a $5,000 cash bond. I'm sorry, $5,000 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision with alcohol and drug testing and monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Francine Leal to the podium. Luisana Saldana to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Francine Leal, 6703.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is going to be May 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your original judge, it's a $5,000 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision. Also, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If you want, please step to your left for your paperwork, ma'am. Luisana Saldana to the podium. Dejan Wesson to the chair, please.
Sir.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Luisana Saldana, date of birth 10/26, 1989.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants.
Yeah.
I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be May 23rd in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. On the first one, it's $250 secured. On the second one, it's $250 secured. So total, $500 secured appearance. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
I'm gonna only have this 1 week to bond out.
I mean, yeah, if you can't bond out, then you're going to see the judge on May 23rd.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Dejan Weston to the podium. Shane Yazzie to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Dejan Weston, January 18th, 1993.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you new counsel. You're going to go back to your original counsel. Your next court dates are May 22nd and May 27th in the downtown Superior Court. Affirm the bond set by your judge. It's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision with alcohol and drug testing and monitoring. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Final, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
All right.
Shane Yazzie to the podium. Clifton McDonald to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Shane J. Yazzie, March 4th, 1991.
Thank you. You're here today in the Superior Court grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on 1 count of unlawful use of means of transportation, Class 5 felony. This was alleged to have occurred back in December of 2024. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is May 23rd in the downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the grand jury. It's a $1,500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Clifton McDonald to the podium. Fernando Enriquez to the chair, please.
Clifton McDonald, February 1st, 1980.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are May 22nd and May 27th in the downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your judge, it's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision. You're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you may not enter any Target stores or their premises. If you want to, please step to your left for your paperwork. Fernando Enriquez to the podium. Francis Kavanaugh to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Fernando Loy Enriquez, 1998.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you new counsel. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is May 27th in the downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your original judge, it's a $1,000 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision. You're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Okay.
Final, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Francis Kavanaugh to the podium. Terrell Marshall to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Francis Kavanaugh, June 1st, 2000.
Thank you. You're here today in a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for 1 count of disobeying an order of the court, Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is May 20th. That's at the Peoria City Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, no contact with your co-defendant, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you have to obey the order of protection that's been put out against you. Final piece up to your left for your paperwork. Terrell Marshall to the podium. Gabriel Sable to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Terrell Marshall, 09/17/91.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is May 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court, affirming the bond set by your original judge. It's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're just not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Final piece up to you.
Can I have one question?
Sure.
I was in recovery this whole time. I was at a residential. You're not allowed to leave the residential. They have to take you to court, but they didn't take me to court at all. They knew I had court, and I let them know ahead of time, and they're supposed to let you guys know ahead of time. So it's like I got picked up. I got picked up right after I got out of recovery. So I was trying to figure out how does that work?
Sir, I'm not the one that issued the warrant, so unfortunately I can't answer that question for you.
Okay.
So hopefully you can bond out, but if you can't, the earliest you'll see your judge is May 23rd. That's when you.
So I'll be here until my court date.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Gabriel Sable to the podium. Trevante Williams to the chair, please. Name and date of birth.
August 28, 1998.
Name, please.
Gabriel Sable.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for one count of disobeying an order of the court, Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is May 20th. It's Peoria City Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you cannot go back to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. No contact with your co-defendant. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And you must obey any orders of protection that are placed against you. Final please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. I have to call a warrant, please. Trevante Williams to the podium. Casey Snyder to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
10/6/1994.
Name, please.
Trevante Williams.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're here today on a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, refusal to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor, criminal trespass, Class 3 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are going to be May 22nd and May 27th in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $500. And then you have a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is May 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court, affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. It's $250, so total $750 for both of your cases. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Casey Snyder to the podium. Maya Ramirez to the chair, please. Name and date of birth.
Casey Snyder, 12286.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you counsel. Your next court date is May 23rd in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Maya Ramirez to the podium. Daniel McCabe to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Maya Fisa Mayberry, 9/26/1981.
Thank you. You're here today in the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause on the drug paraphernalia. I'm not finding probable cause for the narcotic drugs at this time. But ma'am, I just want to warn you that just because I don't find probable cause on that charge doesn't mean the prosecutor's office won't find a probable cause on a different charge later. Do you understand that? I need to hear yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'm only going to consider the one charge. I am assigning you counsel. Your next court dates are May 22nd and May 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $500. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services supervision, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Can I please be released on my own recognizance?
Ma'am, with your failure to appear history, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do that, ma'am. Why don't you step to your left for your paperwork? Daniel McCabe to the podium. Michael McKelvey to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Daniel McCabe, 11/13/98.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case and a municipal court warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause on the paraphernalia. I'm not finding probable cause on the dangerous drugs today, but sir, I want to warn you that just because I don't find probable cause on that charge doesn't mean the prosecutor's office can't find it later. So I don't want you to think that it's just going to go away forever. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Sir, so I'm just going to consider the one charge. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 22nd and May 27th in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a placeholder bond of $50. Then you also have a municipal court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's May 20th. That's at the Peoria City Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge out there. It's $250 cash bond, so grand total is $300 for both of your cases. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Well, please step to your left, sir. Michael McKelvey to the podium. Stephen Henderson to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Michael McKelvey, 8/26/1987.
1987?
Mm.
All right, it says 76 here. All right, sir, you are here on a municipal court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be May 21. That's at the Goodyear City Court. I'm reducing your bond to $200. Sir, if you're able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Why don't you step to your left for your paper?
Question. The charges y'all are trying to bring up on, I was sent to a mental CBI instead of being sent to jail, so why am I being charged for it again?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Could you?
I went to CBI, which is a mental health place, and officer dropped me off there, and then I went from there to Valley Wise Hospital and got discharged from there. So I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, this is for something that happened back in 2023.
Yeah, that's where I went. I know exactly what happened from Goodyear. They sent me to the CBI instead of
Yeah,
jail.
I don't know why the warrant's out there. I just read them for you, and the judge still has his warrant out for you. I reduced it for you, so it's down to $200, sir. So, why don't please step to your left for your paperwork. Stephen Henderson to the podium. Devon Brown to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Steve Henderson, 7/17/1974.
Thank you. You're here today on Justice Court warrant. I am signing you an attorney. Your next court date's May 21 at the North Mesa Justice Court. Reducing your bond down to $50. Sir, if you're able to post that bond, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Why don't please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
I posted a bond for that. It was a $500 cash bond. I went to court for it. Initially, they gave me a court date of the 29th. I called on the 29th, no, before that, and they said there's no court date, go May 7th. I went May 7th, and I posted a $500 bond. Cash.
So I'm showing here in the records, May 29, April 29th.
April 20.
Yeah, April 29th was when the warrant was created.
And they told me to go to court May 7th, and I did.
Do you have any records on that? Because you still have an active warrant out for you on that $500 bond.
Yeah, they got a hold for Mesa.
Here's the Mesa hold. Yeah, which court was that for?
Mesa? Chandler.
Yeah, $500 bond.
That was in Chandler, sir.
It says Mesa here.
Oh, you paid $500 to Chandler?
Yes.
It's
the same. No, what happened is I got picked up in Mesa and they took me to Chandler.
But it shows a Chandler hold.
No, there's nothing about Chandler on there. Yeah.
All right, sir, I'm going to research this a little bit more. If you want to go ahead and have a seat, I'm going to call your matter again later, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Devin Brown to the podium. Adon Avila to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Yeah, Devin Brown, August 8th, 1991.
Thank you. You're here today in Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, driving on a suspended license, Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 30th and June 4th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you. There's some conditions to your release.
Okay.
Sir, you're going to be on supervised release, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Also, once you're released, you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days.
Okay.
Do you understand these conditions?
I don't have a probation officer currently, so.
I thought you're on probation in California.
No, I'm not on probation. I'm definitely not. Not on probation or parole anymore. I discharged.
That's what you reported to your interviewer.
Never. No, I talked to two different people and I both told them both no, I wasn't on probation. For my pretrial services, I told the officer I was not on probation anymore. I've been good, Judge, since I got out of prison, like almost 3 years ago. I was literally just here visiting family on my way home to California, and I pulled over because I was tired and I didn't want to drive and get in an accident.
Repeat, please. All right, sir, I'm just taking off that one, checking in with your PO thing, but all the other conditions are going to remain the same.
Okay.
Do you understand these conditions?
I do, sir.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, of course.
Do you promise to appear on May 30th and June 4th at the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
Absolutely.
All right, upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you to the supervision and pretrial services. Sir, it's your responsibility to call them during normal business hours starting on Monday.
Okay.
If you fail to call them, you'll end up back here. Do you understand that?
Absolutely, I do.
All right. If you want to wait there, if you want to wait there for 1 second, you're going to get new paperwork.
Okay. Thank you.
Step this way, sir.
Thank you.
Adon Avila to the podium. Jeanette Ibarra to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Adán Alvarado, my birth, October 18th, 2006.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, Class 5 felony, resisting arrest, Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 30th and June 4th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to appear on May 30th and June 4th at the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, 100%.
Do you understand if you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
Yes.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Sir, it's your responsibility to call them during normal business hours on Monday. If you don't call them, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Please start to left your paper.
I have a question. I'm getting released today?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
All right. Please start to left your paperwork. Jeanette Barra to the podium. Dylan Alloway to the chair, please. Could you please lower your mask and your hoodie?
Oh, sorry.
Thank
I
you.
apologize.
Name and date of birth, please.
Jeanette Guadalupe Monreal Ibarra, 1987.
Thank you. You're here today in the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 30th and June 4th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you, but there's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, I understand.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, I promise.
Do you promise to appear on May 30th and June 4th in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, I promise to appear those dates.
And do you understand if you don't show up, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
Yes.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Ma'am, it's your responsibility to call them during normal business hours starting on Monday.
Okay.
If you fail to call them, you'll end up back here. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
All right, thank you. Please
Thank
start
you
to
very
left
much,
your paperwork. Dylan Alloway to the podium. Rashaw Harris to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Dylan Michael Alloway, 6/21/92.
Thank you. You're here today on Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, criminal trespass, Class 3 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 30th and June 4th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Promise to appear on May 30th and June 4th at the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, I do.
Understand if you don't show up, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing him on his own recognizance. Please start to left your paperwork. Rashaw Harris to the podium. Stephen Henderson to the chair, please. Name and date of birth.
Rashawn Harris, 1/13/87.
What was your date of birth, sir?
1/13/87.
Thank you. You're here today on Superior Court new case. You're arrested for 2 counts of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia. 2 counts of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felonies, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I found probable cause on 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, and for the drug paraphernalia, I'm not finding probable cause on the other count of possession of dangerous drugs. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are May 30th and June 4th in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you. There's some conditions to your release. Sir, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, once you're released, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to appear on May 30th and June 4th at the Downtown Superior Court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you don't show up, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Do you also understand that even though I'm releasing you on this matter today, your probation violation judge might set a bond on your probation violation? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. Please start to left your paperwork. Mr. Henderson? Return, please. All right, sir, I'm going to take your word for it that you already paid that bond. What's going to happen is if you just don't show up, they'll set another bond for you anyway.
Yes, I understand that.
So at this point, next court date is now going to be June 5th. That's at the North Mesa Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
I do.
Do you promise to appear on June 5th at the North Mesa Justice Court?
I do.
And do you understand if you fail to show up, a warrant will issue for your arrest?
I do.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. If you wait there for 1 second, they're going to give you new paperwork, okay?
Thanks, sir.
All right, thank you. For the last individual, I'll be visiting the back of their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or others. Andres Medina, date of birth 4/30/1997, is here on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, resisting arrest, Class 6 felony. This occurred back in September 2024. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates are May 30th and June 4th in the Downtown Superior Court. Upon his promise to appear, I'll be releasing him. He has to promise to return not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and to check in with pretrial services. After visiting with him back at the cell, to change any release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. This concludes the 11 p.m. calendar.